Yo, it's not working. I can't. The mic, Eagle.
Is your mic working now?
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Hey,
is.
it's working.
Mine's
It's working
not.
now.
That's-
It's so weird when Eagle counts you in fast and then it's not on beat with the song. It kind of melts my brain.
That melts your brain. That's the one thing.
I got rhythm, man.
Welcome back here to Calling the Audible. Simon
Hi.
Dajre to my immediate left. Peeze to my
Hey.
far left.
Hi.
GM Clarathris, good evening.
Cool, let your ass.
Enjoying his coffee. And Eagle, who has enjoyed the sugary
Mars bar.
spread. And obviously,
I hate everybody here.
Can we
He
fire
posts-
you? Can you turn your own mic off, please?
This is what we do to kids.
He pulled the Simon Dajre right now. All right, let's dive
I
into
hit the
boys.
cameras?
Yeah, throwing the football somewhere else. Let's dive into
wasn't a
5A, 5B,
football.
guys. Let's talk about the week that was. What games caught your attention from this past week in 5A, gentlemen? Simon?
The Warriors' offense is still struggling. Stefano Soleimani's back. Yeah, the 2 touchdowns that we discussed that he needed to be present for, but they only put up 15 points.
That's a good Rednecks defense.
I mean they won, but 15 points is not going to cut it in Division 5A. I feel that their struggle is just.
But hold on here, Simon. So, okay, the offense is not doing as well, but their defense held.
Their defense is good. They held them to 6
Yeah,
points.
but Simon's point was that their offense.
I
is
didn't
not
say
clicking.
Warriors were bad. I said their offense still
But
struggles.
mind you, they're gonna hear it as Simon says we're bad.
Yeah, we're bad. Oh,
I
hey,
feel-
hey,
yeah.
Why do I need to listen?
the hell
I know-
of it.
I know
Let's
that's a
bomb
team
these
now.
guys. Carry on.
But that was it.
Oh.
Thank you, Mokai, for ruining this. I also saw that Ghost lost the Finessers. That's a shocker to me.
Finessers?
Yes, Finessers.
Finessers, yeah.
Finesters.
These guys.
Montreal's finesters.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's a shocker to me. I feel like Ghosts were probably the better team in Division 5A and no longer are.
Yeah.
Hot Boys Hotline with a trap game win over Dope Boys, 20-19. A bit surprised. I saw this
You
game.
gotta avoid the trap, man.
Yeah, the thing is, I think they kind of played
Step
down to the
aside.
Dope Boys competition of level of competition that was.
But that's kind of what Hot Boys Hotline does. Like they kind of let other teams stick around and don't truly dominate, and that's why they ultimately lose. Big
What is the
games.
sign of? It's a sign of what then about this Hot Boys Hotline team? Are they, in your mind, still lacking the killer instinct to finish off teams?
I feel it might be a little bit of both. Like they're struggling. They don't always score on every drive, so they have the tendency to, if they get an early lead, to not be able to build up on it. Like if you score on, let's say, 50% of your drive, if you score on the first one, you're not going to score on the second one. And I feel that's kind of the thing with Hot Boys Hotline is they won't score every single drive, so they're going to stall at some point, and
Mhm.
they tend to stall with the lead, which causes these close games.
Also, there's this thing that happens where they're up. Hot Boys Hotline are up. Tom Gatehouse just needs to manage the game and get to the finish line. And instead,
And the ain't.
he's like, I'm going to go out, and it's time for hero ball. Let me throw the ball to the other team.
Why was I picked off?
Oh,
Yeah.
He's playing hero ball for both teams here. He'll throw touchdown passes going the other way.
No, but that's fine. Like, the thing is...
Still
I-
touchdowns.
Like the thing is...
Yeah, for the
The,
opponents.
the term game manager kind of has a bad reputation, but the thing is, game management is immensely important, especially when a game is this short and you can literally bleed out a team.
I don't think management skills is his forte in life.
It's not.
in
Well, I don't know about life, but you
I
can
don't
say
know
in
if it's called
football.
what it is because
I mean, he still has red hair, so probably
Ooh,
not.
Shots fired.
Hey,
No,
ginge
but-
is a ginge, man.
No, but I agree with you that at some point, and when you move up divisions, you need to be able to be aware of the clock. You need to ask the referees, okay, how much time do I have left? If you have 4 minutes left and you score too quickly and you're up by 6 or 7 points, you could possibly lose this game.
yeah, but he has no concept of that though, right?
But that's what we're saying.
I know.
That's
but I'm
literally
saying-
the
That's
thing.
literally
I know,
what we
I know, but he
said.
has no concept to realize that though. I mean,
Cool.
They could
We're
be,
telling him to learn.
knowing how it is with him, right? There could be 2 plays left. There could be 2 plays left, and then he'll try to go for the jugular though. But just kill off the 2 plays. But he'll never do that though.
Yeah, but if you give the other team 1 play, it's fine. If you give him 1 play. Yes, if you give him 1 play.
If you're down by 6,
I think what Simo means is if you score and then give them
Yes,
one play.
obviously. Thank you, GM.
No, that's not. It's
It
not
wasn't
obvious
obvious.
to everyone.
I was very confused.
GM didn't understand. Obviously, Ego didn't get it that way. Also, you're not on, so I don't know why I'm talking to you.
I saw that Danny Aylward's put up 642 passing yards already.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
very impressive.
we'll talk about him though.
Yeah, no, you asked what I saw. I saw that. His face is on the website.
I have
It
a question
is.
for
He's a
you,
pretty
please.
man.
Not Tamo, because I hate him.
That's okay.
So
I know you do.
Voodoo continues to slump.
They're terrible. I saw that game.
Do we
by
have
the way.
a QB controversy yet? Should
No.
Franke move to receiver? He's a good receiver. There's no doubt there.
I mean, he won't.
Should he move to receiver and have
If
Pat?
he-
And take who
if
would
he-
go over?
if
Pat
he-
Saint-
Pat
Saint-Laurent?
Saint-Laurent? He did it in the fall
If he
season.
moves anywhere, it's gonna be to his couch. He doesn't want to play receiver. He doesn't want to play defense. He's torn
Okay.
his Achilles twice. I talked to him. That's why.
Yes. Okay. I didn't know.
I know. The audience doesn't know either. So
Yeah.
I was like, I should probably just say that I have a source here, and I'm not actually making this up.
Sources close to the situation.
Yeah. So Frank told me because of the torn Achilles twice now, he
That's
does
fair.
not want to take a chance.
That's
He's
fair.
not even playing with cleats. He's playing in running shoes and
Right.
is not moving in the pocket at all.
So he's like a cement statue.
Yeah, which with his style is not the worst thing in the world, but
But it's not the
there's
greatest.
there's a bit of there's a confidence issue in that he's not stepping into his throws and he's not been himself because of his fear of getting injured again.
Well, that's the mental thing, right? For any athlete that goes through an Achilles or knee
Yep.
injury, that they had that first fear of contact, like, oh my God, am I going to do this properly or not? So we'll see. 5B, what did he see in this past week's action in 5B? There was quite a bit that went on. Team YS against Loyola Warriors, which was, sorry, my bad. I'm looking at the wrong schedule here. The game I was looking at for Team YS against Blue Team, and Blue Team pulling off the surprise shock win over Team YS, winning 37-31. We thought YS would roll through the entire competition, but they get tripped up by an underrated Blue Team that looked like they were just playing with house money the entire time at Field 1 in Brossard.
Do you have thoughts on this piece?
Yeah, Blue Team, that's an unoriginal and crappy name. So and like now the team pictures are up, I see that your jersey is actually blue.
I mean,
and
it's
that's
better-
more disappointing.
I mean, it's better than A Determiné, let's be honest.
Barely though. Like they just named themselves the color of their jersey.
But
That
what if
was
the jerseys were
surprising.
green?
Sorry,
What if the
that
jerseys?
would be better. I'd enjoy that.
But-
As a colorblind man,
But are
I
they?
would enjoy that.
But are
As
they?
a colorblind man, you like
The-
being told what color you should be looking at.
Yeah, and then when I found out I'm wrong,
So
it's
by
like,
that logic, you're okay with the team
No, I
called
hate
Blue
it.
Team.
I hate it. I feel
Okay.
like they had an opportunity to screw with me and they didn't.
So we
That would've
just
been great.
spent last episode or last week ranting about the multiple teams that have like the blank guys one cup.
Yeah.
So I would still rate this
It's
above all
above that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all the cup teams.
If you named your team,
yeah.
it's still above that.
Literally, there's a team called Determiné, and we put them above all the stupid cup team names.
No, I
Your team
didn't.
name is terrible. You're unoriginal. Also, Blue Team. I shouldn't be so hard on you. Alex Delorier, great game.
did well.
225 yards passing. That to me is the most surprising part of this game is his ability to move the ball against this very athletic Team YS defense.
I have to give a shout out to Wrecking Crew for their very good early start of the season. It's
Yeah.
impressive. After are 3-0.
Doing very impressive. Very impressive.
Mathieu Domont has 13 touchdowns, 1
But
interception.
they'll flame out,
That's-
though.
See,
Typical-
I see what you mean, but
But
it's
look at
not.
history,
it's,
though.
it's the old core that are back. It's not the Afro from the last few years. It's the Afro from like 2010.
It's the original
you know?
Effler. It's
Yes,
black and white Effler.
Yeah, it's the OGs. No, I like.
They should have called themselves Effler OG.
I know, right? To have them all play this well and early in the season, it might be a recipe for success for them. Takeover is currently 2-0-1, so technically undefeated. If you guys look up their team picture, it has to be the darkest team picture of all times. You can't
Yeah.
even see their faces.
No, you can
Yeah,
see the,
Lance Daniel, you're not getting into the Hall of Fame with those pictures.
no, not the photography
It's
wing of
really
the IPF, wing.
Um,
I saw Punishers against Speakeasy.
I saw him.
Oh
like
yeah,
just-
Speakeasy.
33-20 victory for
Yeah,
Punishers.
Speakeasy.
Adamo Adiluka, 5 TDs, 3 INTs. Vincent Richard.
That's a weird game. That was a weird game.
2
Yes, it was.
2 TDs, 3 INTs. Richard had actually 2 INTs, 1 for a pick 6. But I just, you know what? When it came down to it, it's this classic Vincent Richard. He just folds up like a chair and just kind of.
But he's playing Division 3 now as a quarterback too.
Yeah, but in this division here, Simon, like he just couldn't move the ball. Like he just kind of froze in the
But
red
is it
zone.
him or is it his receivers that are not making plays for him?
He's got decent receivers though. Joe Santos, who's a huge target for them.
Okay, so you're saying it's really the quarterback problem.
Yeah, 1 catch, 8 yards, and he's a target that he could have ran circles around the more bigger bone portion.
And those guys can move though.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Ju-
they're big dudes. They're big dudes, but they're athletes. And
Their
they can move.
snapper is amazing.
Junior
He's
Sparrow,
like
absolutely.
the
Wow,
O-line
it's
version
good.
of Antonio Brown, Junior Sparrow. You know, he's making catches out of nowhere. I was like, my God, look at the
No,
agility there.
Junior Sparrow is a ridiculous athlete. If you see him, you
Yeah.
think that's just a big dude. But then, like, I told this story in the fall. You weren't here, and some of
That
the
was
audience
fine.
wasn't either. There was I was playing against him. The ball was caught in the middle of the field. I decided I'm going through him to knock the ball down.
Okay, Urlacher.
I not in a way that would be dangerous or anything, but like I was getting to that ball. He lifted the ball above my head. I went flying 5 yards backwards. He didn't run. He turned to me and said, "Sorry, Peeze, you okay?" He's the nicest guy, the greatest hands, and a great athlete, and you never expected it.
You know who he reminds me of? I have Eagles' copy of Madden 17, and they have like out of position players.
Oh,
like
yeah,
so
yeah.
and so. So Jason Peters playing tight end. That's Junior Sparrow.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's
I can
really
see
The
that.
Antonio Brown of hands.
I saw that Spartans beat Moss City, and my boy James Dean Dandria had a great game.
Typical James for you.
I was surprised to see this in a sense that I thought Moss City was one of the elite teams in the division, and Spartans one of these teams that is going to need
Win
to
some,
have to
lose
prove
some.
themselves. Exactly, like they're a team that they can be a 7 or 8 win team, but like they're gonna have some hurdles along the way, you know. And he looked great. Andrew Grant with 3 touchdowns. He had James Colley and another one. Dale Messi, who's known more as a defensive player and offensive player. So surprising to see and happy to see.
Well, surprise of the night, Black Knights over Mogadishu Pirates. I thought the Pirates
That's
would have
surprising
rolled.
too. I expected Pirates to roll too, and they did not. The one team that surprises me
Yes,
the
GM.
most.
Sorry, you're about to say
I've
something.
been informed that Mogadishu Pirates, half their team was at Gillette Stadium. So
Doing what?
kind of okay reason to miss, right?
Were they the key factors of why the Pats won over the Jaguars? Is that what it is?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Mo, thank you for that.
Hey, look, it is what it
Jim
is.
is very angry, man.
He is.
The one team that I feel that I don't understand why you haven't spoke about is the Falcons, who are 3-0 now, playing
Mhm.
really well, and we haven't said squat
It's
about
kind of
them.
we kind of expected them to be good.
I mean, they're always up there, but they're never this dominant though. Like
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like they're always like above the middle of the pack, but they're never a top contender. And I feel like this season might be that
Or
season.
was I right about Scott Moranowitz not being great for Fun Boys, who they
No.
lost to? I mean, he hasn't been good, Mo.
No, he is
No,
not.
no, no,
he's,
he
he has reversed himself back into a 1991 Toyota Camry.
Yeah, which is the least fun car of all time.
Yeah, it's just like
It's
not even
the
rust
Camry
proof.
boys.
Yeah, that's what
But
it is.
reliable?
But no, he's not reliable.
Not reliable.
So he's like
It's not a
he's like a
Taurus, okay?
1984 Ford Taurus. That's exactly what I was
It's
gonna say.
not a Taurus.
Nice.
Mo and I both
Nice.
drove Tauruses.
Yeah,
into
it's the
ground.
Taurusaurus over there, you know. My team, the Process, winning big over Loyola Warriors, 27.
Okay, so why? Tell me why this is your team.
This is my team now.
Why?
Every week, this is a new team. This is my team. I am rolling with these guys for another week until they lose.
Do they see you rolling?
He's the worst.
No, well, look, they have probably,
Are they trying to get you riding dirty?
probably. Look,
Yeah, they're hating.
Dondre Brown.
I heard them
Borden
after the game.
is-
They hate Mokan.
Like they have a cool player in Dondre Borden who has a cool name, cool style, cool swag. But he had a phenomenal catch, and we'll talk about him a bit
That
later on
guy
here.
can jump through
That's where it is, right?
Absolutely.
And
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Single bound.
Oh,
you know who he reminded me of, and obviously he's not at that level of talent.
Why
was Jordan McLaren?
Why
who
not?
plays in
Just because you
Division
know one and you don't know the other.
Yeah, but
doesn't mean he's not.
Simon, what you compared him to McLaren for? You can't compare the two.
I
It's
didn't say that.
apples and
Yeah,
oranges.
I
But
didn't say that.
he literally plucked the ball like he was 85 feet up in the air.
85.
85.
And you know what the level that is? That's
The,
God's
the only reason he didn't go higher is because
God's
the
God's nuts territory.
only
And-
reason they go higher is because there's a dome,
That's true.
and he was
Yeah.
kind
He
of stuck.
pierced the dome.
Yeah, exactly.
Ding.
He broke the space-time continuum, but he literally plucked the ball out of nowhere, and,
Yeah.
and he positions himself so well on the football field, and he can box out players. He's smart, he's agile, and even on defense, he gets his guys
You know what this is?
at the right spot.
Man crush.
Yeah.
That-
I don't
that's-
blame
It's a John Gruden. I'll tell you what, man, it's the sheriff over here.
If you
know?
want, I can introduce him to you. But
Please,
uh,
can you get his autograph too, please?
I can't. No, honestly, I've known Dondre since he was. Is my mic on, by the way? It feels like I unplugged it. No?
You
So
put
just
that in your
my
mouth, by
headset?
the
Okay.
way.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to fix my
You're
mic.
like, oh my god.
I've known Dondre Borden since he was 9 years old.
Why?
I'm friends with his mom.
Oh,
and
cool.
I worked with her many years ago. And the
Eagle,
other thing,
please.
the thing I will say is,
And how did he get by you for recruiting purposes?
well, the thing is, he's.
That's interesting.
Let me finish up my backstory.
No. Forget the backstory. Let's get to the point. How do you not recruit him to your team?
Get to the
He-
point.
He wants to play with his friends. Actually, and I did speak to him. He couldn't play two teams. Justin Blanchard scored at one of those games. Really liked him as well. Dondre is an excellent receiver, and he's thoroughly enjoying FPF. He says it's awesome. It's a great experience, and
I agree.
it is a great experience.
Simone Dashing experience. It's always
But
fun.
his ability to jump, his ability to run routes, his speed. I think the Jordan McLaren comparison is apt. He's not as physically large as Jordan McLaren, but he's
But
also
he's-
19 years old.
Yeah, he's not old enough yet.
So
too.
so I mean, I don't think it's unfair to compare the two. I think the one's a guy we just don't know of yet.
It reminds us of
Yeah.
But Mo's not very good with reminding things.
Anyway, we'll talk about the process later on here.
This
Let's
is
talk
how you remind
about
me of who I
5A in Conference B West. 2 points separate first from fifth. How you say it? Finesters is what you call them?
No?
Finessers. Horns, Hurricane,
Cool.
Season, Bearmans, and Ghost. They're all first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Who you buying and selling from these teams? Let's go through them team by team.
So wait. So
You're going to buy or sell?
here's the thing: is I truly believe Mo Khan does not understand how the stock market works.
He does
So
not.
I'm going to go through these teams when we do, and I'm going to explain why I'm going to buy and sell them.
Okay,
as they were a stock, and it doesn't mean 3-0 means buy, 0-3 means sell.
No, it does not. So
Go ahead.
Who are you going to buy? Are you going to buy
I'm-
Finessers or no?
I'm buying Finessers if there's any left, because I expect them to be it.
No, there's only you two guys buying stock, so there's plenty of stock to be had. Are you
Okay,
buying? Yes
well,
or no?
I'm buying.
Okay, you know what, Eagle? Why don't you worry about your camera, please?
So I'm buying everything.
Eagle says, so why don't you buy everything?
Because I feel like they're only about to improve and get better, so the stocks are gonna grow, which I know you don't understand. I'm
Hold on.
I'm
Do you
selling.
play the stock market?
Yes, I'm selling out on Zoo at the moment. Not on Zoo, on Voodoo.
Yeah. Okay. People, don't take his stock advice. Does
Cool.
not know what's going on with the team list we have here.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Please.
sell on Voodoo because what money are you going to make? What are they worth?
I feel it's gonna get worse.
Like I just dumped it. Like, fire sale on Zoo. Hopefully there was dividends.
The teams that I would keep would be Ghosts, because I don't feel like some people
you're
might sell
buying.
now, so the value is about to increase. And the teams that I would probably buy also, I'm not sold yet on Longhorns. I don't feel like it's worth to buy.
No, see,
They're on the
I-
bubble.
I'm buying Longhorn.
But
I'm feeling Longhorny
How
right
many
now.
times do we have to have this conversation of whether we're going to buy Longhorns or not? Like they do the same thing every year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I just hold my stock that I bought 3 seasons ago. It's literally in my notes.
you never
Sam.
sold.
I know they're great now, so which means the stock that we bought has split at this point. Like,
But-
Hopefully, unless they're Google, in which case they don't believe it's split.
It's true. But I put
We're also an educational podcast. As it turns out.
we're teaching things. I would put all my money on Hurricane Season at the moment,
What about your confidence points? Would you put that?
because
on
I
these
feel
guys?
like they're right now they're like at the below the average. They're not very expensive, but they're about to go off.
So even for your confidence points, you put all of your points on these guys.
Yeah, Hurricane Season. They might not finish number 1,
Yeah.
but they'll have the biggest increase from now till the end of the season.
What about you, PZ?
We're talking about hurricane season.
Well, no.
Hurricane
This
season-
if you were to buy or sell right now, who you buying? Who you selling?
Well, like I said, I bought Longhorn stock
Yes.
years ago.
we know that.
Like,
You still
I
have
got
them.
lucky. I bought Amazon in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
They're somewhere in the locker.
I got it. I flew here on my helicopter.
I heard the Amazon office come to the St. Leonard Studios over
You have a
here.
helicopter and you're
Once
late.
they see the snow
Yeah.
that wasn't shoveled,
They're
yeah, I
like,
couldn't land my
amazing.
helicopter because all the goddamn snow.
It'd be
That's
like a
fair.
fortress around the
I heard he could land on the
compound.
roof here.
Yeah, perhaps we'll try next week.
Perhaps.
But so the teams again. I lost my place on the script, Mo.
Longhorns, Hurricane Seasons, Texas Bearmans, Ghosts,
and finessers.
Finishers.
I kind of agree on Ghosts that it's not the last we've seen of them, kind of thing.
I'm not worried about them.
I am also not worried about them. They seem to be able to take care of themselves
But-
as humans.
So who would you sell and who would you buy? Okay, let's go. You sell one, you buy one. So you already have Longhorns, so you can't buy,
Yeah.
but you
Um,
could sell.
So at the moment, I would sell my stock of canes to hurricane season. I think it's high.
So you would
and
sell to me?
I'm not really sure.
It's
like
high?
where it's gonna go. Yeah, I think it's a little high. It's a risky stock. I like having a nice, safe portfolio.
So you
I'm
would go.
selling you my stock.
And you would
Here are my
buy.
tickets. Here are
Who
my
would you
tickets.
buy instead?
I'm buying stock in Bearmans. I think it's undervalued. I think Bearmans is the opposite of
a
Bitcoin.
Division C team in 5 is
Thanks for that joke, Eagle.
undervalued,
But with a different quarterback.
Yeah,
And
with
they're-
Jalen Granderson at quarterback, not
Okay.
proven yet, and
but different teams change quarterbacks all the time.
But
Like this
Division
is still the core of this
C-
team is still
yeah,
there.
but usually when teams change quarterback and
Oh,
move
no,
down,
they
they're
lost
not
a
good.
few.
Yeah.
They lost some guys from
It
the
rarely
Division C
works.
team. They don't have Quasi. They don't have Khalil from the Division C.
We don't
Crazy
have
Gordon
athletes.
Wall
Yes,
and
sorry.
Khalil Kerr use
Yeah.
the full names
Or
from Rob Campana
more,
2018.
more importantly, Mike Roy. Let's go on. Who has the best defense in 5A? Is it Hot Boys Hotline, Finessers, Smoking A's, Half a Stars, or Grand Lionels?
What's interesting is they're all different kind of defense. I like the way Smoking A's defense works. They're smart, well executed concepts. Not necessarily the best athletes, but just always in the right position. And they undercut a lot of routes, and they're playing
this?
aggressive style defense. Smoking Axles.
Smoking A's.
Sorry.
Water Lizards.
Grand Lionel, however, the opposite. They rely on a lot of athleticism, but they don't actually turn the ball over a ton because they're not always.
So would you say that Kanyanyana is sneaky good?
No, I would
No.
never say that about
They're
anything.
under the radar, actually,
So the radar is here.
and they're under it.
For those listening, I have my hand above my head, and they're under that point.
The underbelly
So
of the
they're-
radar.
So they're not
The undergut.
sneaky good.
Yeah, they're in the gunt of the radar. Half the stars work well together, and they cause a lot of turnovers. 5 interceptions in 3 weeks. So they're all solid. I that said, the execution and the combination of Valme, Streeter, and Archer to me on Hot Boys Hotline make them the best of the bunch.
I'll tell you what.
Valme is probably the best defensive
Yeah.
player,
He's
He's very confident in himself.
He's a starting corner at
but
Beaumont.
deservedly
Yeah.
so.
Well, at Momo, right?
Yeah, Momo.
Soon to be relegated to Division 2 football, by the way.
And he's
Yeah.
on the Alouettes training roster, I think, is what Eagle said, but I can't hear
Yes.
him.
No,
If
no,
types
he
me
was
the
there
note,
as
Yes.
like
It's
a
easier
working
for you to
partnership.
read.
He was
wasn't
on
the
Alouette's
actual
last spring.
roster.
fellowship.
By the way, they're going to Division 2 Montmorency. So
Hot Boys
what does it say about the
Hotline
program?
last on paper
You
they
got your
have
coach.
37 points allowed.
What?
Hot Boys Hotline.
Yeah.
So far, 37 points allowed.
I like the
That's-
Finessers, though.
That's impressive.
Finessers have a ball hockey team, man. They're big, strong, fast. But they're just confident in what they do, right? I saw it, I've seen one game already against Voodoo, which isn't a really good measuring tape or measuring stick to look at. But they were phenomenal. I think I know we spoke about them last week, but they had a big win. And now with where they're at, the next question is, can they put it together and be more consistent in week 6 and beyond, which they've kind of flamed down years past.
Okay. Cool.
Your rants, boys. Peeze and Simone's rants.
This is gonna be great.
So, Simo, start your rant. GM, give me a random player to rant about.
Random.
player in
I
your
could
five.
give you a
Yeah.
random list.
No, I want
have.
James.
Okay. So I have this list of
Yes.
people that.
Who
I
failed
didn't know what this
miserably.
meant. So,
So-
Who has
Okay,
failed
so-
miserably.
So yeah. So the topic is Div 5 player who failed miserably. I have a list. So far, I have guys like Jonathan Lemire, Frank A, Pat Riot. Everybody.
Hold on here.
Yes.
Before we carry on here.
I wasn't finished.
We were
and
being
you said rant, so you're
sympathetic
not
about
supposed to
Frank.
cut me off.
Hold on. You were being sympathetic about Frank K's.
I'm not sympathetic.
demise.
I
I
was
said
sympathetic.
QB controversy.
You're like, dude, the guy had Achilles, this and that. Carry
First
on.
of all, you don't understand how rants work.
Keep him on the
Also,
bus.
I said failed so far. That doesn't say they're not good.
All right, carry on, please.
Everybody on Bobby's Boys,
You just listen to everybody 5 and 5A.
the Mud Dogs defense, how are they so bad this season?
107 points
They were
allowed.
a 4B stellar team last season. They only changed their quarterback and now their defense can play. I don't get it. And honestly, Lockdown's defense is trash.
yeah,
There's
the play calling specifically.
there's this one guy that we know that always says he's a good football mind. He knows what he's doing, but he's terrible.
In
And
INT
he's
though-
sitting over there with his PlayStation headphones on. Why? Get real headphones.
I mean, they're good headphones.
He
So-
had an INT,
They
though.
allowed 105 points against in 3 weeks. They're at minus 45, and it's not fine. Pat Ride's not playing the best football. Their offense is not great, but man, their defense is an absolute letdown. You should change your name from lockdown to letdown. There,
GM,
done.
who am I ranting about?
So I thought it would be a fun exercise for you to rant about probably one of the nicest people in 5.
Nice.
So your rant will center around Jared Buck.
Jared Buck.
That's amazing.
Buck-ass
All right,
Buck.
just give me a second. I want to get his page up in front of me. Obviously, that's all the prep I'm doing for this segment.
I like your
Um,
prep.
Yeah. First of all, Jared Buck, what kind of adult man has blonde hair? What the hell's the matter with you? Once you grow up, it's gonna go from blonde to white. You're gonna look ridiculous. You're gonna look like that dude from Unsolved Mysteries. Get out of here.
Robert
She
Stack.
Yeah, what is it? What is this? What are you, a Molotov cocktail? Get rid of that hair. Cut it, man. Get yourself a job. How about that? Going up this season, what team is he playing on in Division 5? He's playing on Pigeon Squad. It's a stupid name. You're birds with disease. You're flying rodents. It's terrible. Jared Buck, I don't give a buck.
I instantly regret this.
Okay, yes. By the way, Jim, what do you have for supper today? It looks like
He's
it's
a nice guy, though. I love
I have
Jared.
Chop Crazy.
I love Chop Crazy.
It looks like Tubuli over there. Is it Tubuli?
Spinach.
Spinach. Oh, not too bad. I'm off of
That
that.
was a decent rant, but it wasn't.
On a side note, I really like Jared.
It wasn't FBF related.
No, on a side note, I really do like Jared Buck.
I like
5B.
the guy, he's a nice
He's a
guy.
very nice dude. Excellent receiver, developing quarterback. I like what I see.
5B.
But his hair.
Except his hair, it's just terrible.
We look at 5B and Takeover. Are they the best offense in 5B right
We're
now?
not looking at stuff.
I know, but I gotta keep the ship rolling over here.
I feel okay. So take over.
Are they the best?
Roll over,
offense
Takeover.
No,
in
I
5B?
feel their schedule's too easy for them to have a real measuring stick. I just feel like they didn't play real competition yet, so we were overhyping Takeover so far. They'll have a few tough matchups. I feel like offenses like Team YS or After have a better offense than they do. But Takeover is still not a bad team.
All right, so what about Punishers? You mentioned the Zephyr, YS, Spartans, Wrecking Crew, Falcons. Are they better than Takeover in the offensive department?
I like Wrecking Crew. Stephen Harper is one of my favorite lower division quarterbacks, as it's been obvious for the past 2 seasons.
He's your man crush.
Yeah, he is.
Team YS is amazing. I think they're going to be very good. And again, two teams that I think are on the rise are going to be the Process and Moss City. I think those are two teams on the rise, still new in FPF, still new to this division. Yep. They're going to be very good before the time is done.
I like this.
They'll be good before they're bad, and then who knows what happens.
And then they'll be bad.
It's all made up anyway.
So they'll be like cheese?
Yeah.
No, it's not true.
It's the opposite of cheese.
It's bad.
But okay, so if we look at Takeover, are they for real? If you don't believe in their offense as a unit, are they still a legitimate threat in this division?
No,
Which team, sorry, Mo?
Takeover.
We said their offense is good, just not the best.
The offense right now is pre-snap, look for willpower. Snap the ball, where's willpower?
So it's
throw the willpower.
So it's 1-speed power.
No. Look at the stats, man. Why don't you do your research? But
what?
The thing is,
oof, mic drop on your ass.
I mean, if we get the script before 5 o'clock
right
today.
Right now, he has 130 yards more receiving yards than anybody else on the team. He has 3 more touchdowns than anyone else on the team, and he has double the catches of anyone else on the team.
But that's what I'm saying. That sounds like every team he plays for. Willpower, I mean.
Again, it's not accurate this season, but anyway, the thing is, what's going to happen is the better teams will start to take that away, because as good as you are, if you're double covered and if you have high-low coverage, it's difficult to get the ball in there. It's a hard one.
You'll get a few hooks and stuff, but you're not going to get 100 yards a game.
And so Ian Einheiber, before the schedule gets tough, needs to start establishing his offense with other parts of the offense.
Use other guys.
Team of the week, the Process. They're 2-0.
Your boys, your bandwagon team.
My boys, yes. Noah Groper, Dondre Borden. Their key games coming up. They have GLC, Team YS, Fun Boys, SOB. So not an easy stretch of games. 4 out of the last 6, 4 out of the last 7 for them. Peeze, I'll ask you, are we going to wait a few more games before we give them the overhype that we do, where we build up someone and we crush them?
I saw them in
the last draw.
I saw them in Division 6. GM playing for Super Saiyans asked me before the season, so what's up with Process? I said, look, they're good, and that was, they didn't play in spring and fall, and so they obviously weren't super sharp the first week, but it's a team that's going to get better and better as the season goes on. Daniel Sananes will need to learn that he can't just throw deep all the time.
Well, not only that, a lot of error. Like, it's like, is this hanging up there? I'm like, my God, man.
Well, he wants to make it. He wants to make it look pretty, like it looks in the movies, kind of thing.
That's what it is. It's like a movie shot, like it's slow motion spiral.
But his receivers are so fast. Between Denzel Eddie Lowe, Dondre Borden, Noah Groper, these are guys who go out and make plays for him. But I think that in order for that style of play to be effective, you also need to attack short so that the defense starts to cheat up, and then you can attack above their heads.
Here's a question for you, Simo. Are you more impressed with their defense, or are you worried about their lack of firepower in offense because you've not scored a lot of points for this year?
I'm not worried about their defense at all. I watched the game. We were there yesterday together.
Yes, we were.
Their offense, sure, they take a lot of shots. I still like what I see. It's early in the season. There's a lot of learning to do. I feel these guys are going to get better with the seasons, but their defense has been phenomenal. They jump all the routes. They're very aggressive. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to sit back and wait for a hook. They're jumping everything, and that's why I feel their defense is going to be very dominant moving forward.
You know what's impressive for me for this team? Their number one fanboy on the sidelines.
Mokan?
No, not me. Like an actual member of the Process. So I was watching him in the end zone. Back call, ref. Back call. You know what I'm talking about, man? Run that ball in there, boy. I was like, but who's this guy?
It was Mokan.
Did you get his name or speak to him? Do any journalism?
I was there. I was there. It was Mokan.
And his name was
he looked like it wasn't me. Definitely was not me. He looked like Mark Wahlberg in the movie The Shooter.
Yeah, Shooter.
Yeah, literally the hat.
So
you know the scene where you being an Eagle fan, he's wearing the Eagles hat, the Eagles jacket, so to speak, and he's trying to do a little covert operation. So
it's a good time to be an Eagles fan.
Yeah, until next week. All right.
I don't care.
Overall,
much farther
guys,
than the Raiders.
They're 2-0.
Who? Sorry.
They're 2-0. The Process.
Okay.
Realistic record will be what for them at the end of the year? And look, this again. You have GLC, Team YS, Fun Boys, SOB.
Honestly, realistically, 6-4.
Yeah,
They have a
about
good
that. Maybe
start.
7-3.
They'll go like 4-4 in the next games. I feel that they're gonna go like 500 the rest of the way, which gives them a 6-4 record.
I
Can
can see as high as 7-3.
Could they split the 4 games? Would that be a success?
Someone just said that.
That's-
I know, but I'm saying those 4 games are throughout the course of the schedule, right? But for those 4 games in
Although
particular,
these 4 specifically, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
can they split? And would that be a success?
I think they're not gonna split. They're gonna go 3-1 in these games.
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna,
agree.
they're gonna lose to Team YS.
Yes,
But
but
straight out of
they
breath is the
may
other,
lose to TYS.
sorry,
It
Jim.
may not
No,
lose.
yeah, I was
Yeah, but-
agreeing with
SOB?
Simon that Team YS and straight out of breath will be the big challenges.
Yeah,
for
the
them.
other two, I think they're sort of wins in my opinion. I feel they might be able to beat either Team YS or SOB,
Yeah, like, those are the 2 games, and they'll likely win one and lose one.
Okay, fair enough.
which means they're gonna be like it's. A
So
very-
we're all
it's very
saying the
good
same
for
thing.
them.
Can we move
Yes.
on?
Yes, it is now time for.
Games of the week.
All right, we picked 3 each from 5A and 5B. GM.
So to start it off, Ghosts against Los Avocados.
I like that game a
Interesting.
lot. That's a Brossard game, I believe.
Interesting.
Or like Sheen game.
It is a
something.
Brossard game.
Brossard
Cool.
game.
You're
Yes.
very-
I'm still
This
not.
changes things.
I'm still not satisfied with Vasquez. I can't remember his name. Give me his first name.
Josh.
Joshua Vasquez. Thank you. I'm still not satisfied with Vasquez. Joshua Vasquez's play at quarterback. You figure a team named Team Avocado would emulate Tom Brady a little more, where avocado means is code for steroids. But
What?
I'm gonna go with Ghost in this one for that reason.
All right, Simon.
I'm going Ghost.
Give
I'm
me
still
Ghost.
on the bandwagon.
Hurricane season against Les Flamands Fous.
Oh, that's an
Hurricane
easy one for me,
season.
man. Hurricane season all the way.
Yeah, it's not gonna be close.
We talked about it. They're better. They're about to get better.
Next.
I think they're about to get worse.
Mud
cool.
Dogs against Smoking Axolots.
Lizards.
Ooh. See, I would like to go Mud Dogs here, but they've just been disappointment so far. So
like
so
Jared
Mud Dogs, anyways.
like Jared Bug's hair. I'm gonna say, I know. I think Smoking Axles have it. There's not consistent quarterback play from their opponents.
I can't jeter.
I forgot his name. I'm forgetting everything. Today.
I got you.
5B.
5B.
TDs and Beer against Loyola Warriors.
Beer.
Yeah, I haven't
But-
seen much from Loyola Warriors.
Not impressive.
I've seen things and they're not good things.
Not good
So
things.
I'm going to these river.
They're insulting the Loyola Warrior team name.
No, it's just their offense is just not cohesive.
Not creative. Lack of creativity on both sides of the football.
Yeah. So for that reason, I will not take Loyola Warriors.
Tip Top Shape against Retired All Stars.
All Stars, man. They're cool. They're fun.
I-
Fun group of guys.
We talked about it
Get-
last week.
Yeah.
Give me the upset. Give me TTS.
Cool story, bro.
Thanks. I'm good at telling stories. I'm a writer.
Moss City against Affreux.
Oh,
This will be fun.
Give me Moss City.
I'm going after to stay undefeated.
Bias. I'm gonna go with Moss City and it won't be close.
It's not biased.
Bias.
All right.
And
That-
from all of us here, Mokan has something to say.
Good night, Miami
You're the worst.
Dolphins.
That's not great.
You're the
He's been
worst.
biased forever. It's bias, Simo. You always put it up.
Relax.
Bias.
You're 3-0 though.
Bye.